being here. Replay crew, I appreciate you. If you came in later in the live and you circle back, I appreciate that too. We're going to be doing a swatch party. I meant to get a piece of paper to spray that other spray that Bestie sent me, that other fragrance. We're going to be swatching the Metropolis Natasha Denona palette. No, it's not available anymore. It's not a new release, but we're going to swatch it. So if you do like the color story, you can just dupe it for stuff that you have. Hey, Janet. And there are 28 shades in here, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 7 times 4. Wait a minute. Is that 32? 2, 6, 7 times 4. What's 7 times 4? 28? That's 28 shades. Yeah, I be tripping. 28? I promised you. I was going to say, I promised I finished high school, but I didn't. I dropped out and then went to college later on. But this is what it looks like. This was my favorite. 28. Okay, Janet, you know I be tripping. I just finished this look and I am digging it. I don't have like a blank piece of paper over here to spray this. I'm gonna go ahead and do the intro. I can use a piece of tissue paper. This is the box that she sent this to me in. So I'll just take a piece of the tissue paper out to spray that other fragrance. Oh, is this? Okay, wait a minute. There is pink. Oh, okay, here's a piece of paper. I'm like ripping up something in here. So I'm going to do the intro. I just finished this look like 3 minutes ago. And I saw I had a text, hey, Lock, from a family member. And the text said, what happened? And I text back, what happened with what? Because I really have no idea, like, what she's even referring to. Like, I really don't. No, all the lives that are already scheduled, we will still have them. I made myself extra rest today. I made myself rest extra today. Like really made myself like, girl, no, stay your tan ass in bed. Let me do the intro because I am already cursing. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. Hey, Grace. Why do I call it that? The crazy part. No, this was, I saw the text before I started this look. And then I went back to it after I finished the look. So this was maybe less than 5 minutes ago that I checked it. And then I'm sitting here like, what the heck are they talking about? So then I text what happened to what. No, that was just now. So it's not that I was, hey, Alexandra. So it's not that I was like loopy or half asleep. No, this was like 5 minutes ago. But they sent it earlier, but I didn't reply to it earlier. Why do I call it the Crazy Troll Nation? The crazy is knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. No, thank you, Lot. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. I have an itch. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you in whatever video you're watching. No, if you want to try all the things, try all the things, but because you just genuinely want to and you're curious, not because you feel like you're obligated to, because that's what they're telling you. No. Ooh, I got glitter on my tooth. I feel like a little piece of grit. Hey, Janessa. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if you want to. Hey, Sarah, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's what the Crazy Troll Nation is, and that's what we stand for. I hope it resonates with you if you're hearing it for the first time. And for those of you who have heard it before, I hope it is one of your daily affirmations. Some of these chunks is chunky. Well, it's glitter. It's loose glitter. 2 things about me. If you're new here, I curse sometimes because I curse sometimes. Y'all heard it already. That's why I'm like, let me do the intro so they could know, but y'all already know. And the other thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. That glitter, y'all, is on my teeth. It randomly... This is gonna drive me nuts. That randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say excuse me, but sometimes a few will get past me, and when later when I'm looking back, I'm just like, meaning after it aired on YouTube and I'm watching it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that was so obnoxious. And so that's the intro. That's what we stand for, and those are 2 tidbits about me. So what are we doing today? The Wi-Fi is acting up, so if you don't respond right away, that's why. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's do this now with this other fragrance. I tore a piece of paper from something that was in the box because we were like, bring it on the paper. I'm just making sure I see everybody. Jenna, Alexandra, Sarah, Janessa. Hey, Janessa, I use loose glitter, Janessa. And y'all know I'm clumsy. Grace is here, Janet's here. I think I got everybody. So what this look is, I did a regular look. I did a pairing with Notoriously Morbid and one of my MAC BYOPs. And thank you, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. And we took pictures of that. And then we kept rolling and did my entry for the Creative Art with Heart collab, which is bridal. And it could be classic, it could be traditional, it could be mainstream, it could be fantasy, imagination, avant-garde, whatever. So the glitter we put was for that. So this is a glitter liner up here. We used the Lethal Cosmetics mascara in Capacity, which is white. And we put some of the liquid glitter liner over there. And on the lips, I'm not going to touch it. I need to clean the lid because I double dip. So I have the lid upside down on the container. But it's a container like this one. Of course, the one you can't tell. This is MAC's lipstick, the black one. And the glitter we used was white. And so I have the cap upside down on it because I need to clean the cap since I double dipped. Because that does go in my kit. I double dip and it goes back in the kit. Hey King, how are you today? Apologies. All last week you had bad mouth with. You know what, Janet? I don't even remember that. Like I really don't. But thank you though. So, oh Lord, this is the other fragrance. Gentle Reminder. Fine Fragrance by Sniff. Y'all know Grace loves her some Sniff. Last week, what I think happened was, because I remember like later in the week, I still smell it. I think it was in my bracelets, even though it does, like here they come down, but here is here. But when I sprayed it twice, because you know the mist goes here, I think that might be where I was smelling it from. Because I'm like, because even we did it Tuesday, Thursday, I still was like, oh, I still smell it. I'm like, and I promise you, I showered at least twice since I sprayed it. So I think it was on my bracelets because I don't necessarily wash my bracelets, but whatever soap and water gets on them from washing my hands, that's what gets on it. Thank you. And so, yeah, now I don't smell it, but this one, I'm hesitating. So we're going to be swatching Metropolis. I had trouble with math earlier, so shout out to Janet for helping me. We're going to swatch this. No, they don't make this. And I was going to say I smell something, but I did spray it with the cosmetic spray. Y'all be smells nice. They don't make these anymore. But just look at the colors. I wanted to swatch it anyway before I dig back into it. So if you like any of the colors, just swatch it out, swap them out, dupe them out for what you have in your collection. But this, when I had this before, it turned on me after about 3.5 years. The PAO for Natasha stuff was 24 months, but mine's turned after a little over 3 years. And so I am glad to have it again. We will see how it goes. And I could tell she did not use this palette. I see a few where she swatched, which was her cream to powder. Those are the ones you can always see, like the lines in it from your brush and stuff like that. But look at this, y'all. Like, this is like almost brand new. When I had it before, this would be the only palette that I traveled with, because you have your grungy greens over here. People complain that this one and that one look the same. On me, they did not. This one to me leaned more green, and this one to me leaned more blue, and that's why they are where they are. So if I wanted something dark, I have some dark shades. If I wanted to go neutral, you know, you got that over here. You got some, you know, shiny golds in here and some oranges. And so this would be the only palette I would travel with, because I could do so many different types of looks with this. And it's very travel friendly because of the packaging, the padding. Yeah, I put a label on there, y'all, from when I got it from Grace. So we're going to swatch that today. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Hey, Chara, how are you? No, it's not 2 a.m. in the United States or the East Coast. Nope. The email hadn't seen. Okay, wait. Well, we're talking about brand selection owners. Oh, oh. Your email hasn't synchronized since June 30th, so I didn't get their messages. What happened with the Electrum? Give us the tea, Michelle, says Alexandra. I impulsively purchased a multi-chrome palette on launch day and had Sean email them to ask her to cancel the order. She says, I'm not home, but I'll deal with it when I get home. What? Oh, hell no. So you done paid your money and you're on her time for when she, nah. That's cool, Janet. At least you admit when you're wrong. Were you thinking of another brand? Again, Gloss God did not do me dirty. I made bad assumptions. Oh, okay. Michelle says the next day he emails her the order number and she says, I don't know. Why are you emailing me? I dealt with that yesterday. Oh, you know, put that, how's it going to say? Put that brand on blast. This leaves glitter on my lips, y'all. I don't have it all over. Well, I do have some all over me, but not as much as I thought. So y'all should be proud of me for that. Y'all should thumbs up for that. Send some super chats for that because I need glitter everywhere. I was like, I don't know why you're emailing. That is rude. I mean, you paid your money. You know what you can do too, Michelle? Put that on go to the Better Business Bureau and leave that complaint and be detailed. Because some people do that. And sometimes it takes that for brands to catch on like, oh, y'all need to stop being shitty to people. Yeah, go to the Better Business Bureau online, leave a complaint about the company, be detailed. If you know her name, put her name in there. Put what she responded, what you were asking, that you paid for your product, how much you paid, and all of that. Yeah, put all of that. Better Business Bureau. Because I've heard some people say that they might have took the money out, but that's a good suggestion, Alexandra. She's saying stop payment on your credit card or bank card, or because you already paid it. Any brands are struggling, we want to support. Yeah, but if no, that her attitude is off. No. Maybe because I'm sure they already took your payment. I would say thank you for saying that, Alexandra. That was a good point. Contact your bank or the credit card and see if you can dispute it for lack of receiving your product or whatever. You know what I mean? Because some credit cards and some banks they'll investigate. And so if they were to contact her and she doesn't respond back, most likely they will reverse it and give you your money back. So Better Business Bureau and contact your card and your bank to see if you can dispute that charge. Those are the Crazy Troll Nation suggestions. Indie brands are all struggling. You want to support people, not assholes. Absolutely. I have my story, says Janet, but she and I are cool for now. For now. No one deserves attitude like that because you immediately tried to cancel, not like you tried to cancel weeks later. And that's why, too, put that in your dispute, too, with your bank or the credit card company. And if there's a way to upload documents, like, send them a screenshot of your email that you was trying to cancel and what she said. Because if they're seeing you tried to cancel it, why is this red on my shoulder? What is that? My skin and it's raised. I could feel it. What the hell? Was it from? This ain't that hard to do that, and it would have had to been on a slant. Y'all, my skin is. Yeah, and the screenshot of the order. Yeah, do all of that, Michelle, because if they see that you tried to cancel and she's just being like, why are you bothering me? I'm not home or whatever. Hopefully they will just be like, we're refunding you your money, which will come back from her. So they will take that money from her and give that back to you. So that's what we suggest here. Yeah, please do that. So I'm hesitating. This one is a gentle reminder. I love you, Grace. Not okay. All right. Okay, wait. All right. And some got on my hand. Why is this? Okay, let me do it like this because it did not want to. Y'all, why is it spitting? Y'all see that? Oh, now And now I smell it in the air. You know what? It smells like the other one to me. I got it on my hand because it was spitting. That's why I never spray something for the first time on my face. Even with this that I use almost every time I do my makeup, I still spray in the air first just to make sure like nothing's clogged up. To me, it's Janet, when you said, I'm not saying you're a dog, but when my dog gets shots, I mean, I'm sprays in their nose, they make them look like I'm It sprayed more on my hand than the paper because it spit over this way. It spit this way and came down. Hey, Tanya. Queen Grace is trying to convert you. Not with my sensitive sinuses. And she did say they were the lighter fragrances, but because my sinuses are so sensitive. And I sprayed like, it spit like twice. Then I tried to spray on the paper. And then I sprayed in the air. So to me, it smells like the other one. I hate it when it hits you like that. Did y'all see? It was like, and it wasn't even straight. It was like, you messed up with Cosmic Brushes and DD Signature. He's just brings to deal with, very helpful. Okay, yeah. It doesn't smell right. But to me, it smells like the other one. Hey, Tanya. Got my vittles in the drink. Let's swatch. I also save emails and/or conversations through social media because people can delete. Absolutely, because they will delete them later sometimes. It usually takes 3 days to show as a refund. Yeah, so still, yeah, go. Well, it's late now, but even if you did it now, they'll get the message tomorrow or whatever. But yeah, please do that. Better Business Bureau and contact your bank or your. You're welcome, Janet. And now it's going to be in the air for a while because okay. So when I did the part of this look for creative art with heart, I was encouraging if you want to be more creative with your makeup, or even if you just want more exposure on Instagram, to join in her collabs. And it does help me be more creative. And other than me just sitting here making stuff up, which I do to some extent, but there's a theme, there's a prompt for it. And if you are just trying to get more exposure as well as being creative with your makeup, and I didn't do it for more exposure, I just did it because I wanted to just play, because I like playing the makeup. And I was doing the collabs back in 2003, 2004 until Instagram broke up with me. But when I did this, I was encouraging in the video for either one of those two reasons, join her collab. I'm so excited that Janessa does the collabs now too. Because we know Janessa be doing some bomb ass looks. She will do a short of your look, and so people will see that. And then when she does the roundup, depending on how many submissions there are, she'll do collage pictures. It might be 4 looks, it might be 6 looks. And so you're getting shouted out twice, and she does put your name in it and all of that stuff. Yeah, but it didn't even hit the paper because it was spitting over this way. So it's on my hand and is in the air. And that's my kitchen over there. Behind this curtain, that's the kitchen. But the curtain's open. Did you ever get the Nomad Mount Verdi Cloud Forest? It's on sale. No, I'm curious. I like that palette when I had it, but I didn't like that. The reds in there all kind of look the same on me. But if you love greens, go for it. I can never remember why Instagram broke up with you. That was last May 24. I got a new phone and wouldn't let me log in. And I tried for hours and hours, days and days, and it wouldn't. And then May this year, I was like, okay, let me just try. So I clicked on Instagram, and it's doing like a lot of brands do. Well, not even brands, but a lot of companies do. And it sent me a text code and said, enter this code. And I entered the code, and then I was in. So that's how I got back on Instagram after a year. So it was May last year they kicked me out, and then May this year when they started loving me again. I made myself stay in bed longer today. And I explained when doing this look, but you won't see the video till next week of like why all of that was happening. But I did like the formula of that palette, Alexandria. All right, let's get this watching, y'all. Y'all. Got 28 shades. Thank you, Janet. There is Schuler King. He's a comedian. He does really short videos here on YouTube. All of them are like less than 3 minutes and something. Some are like a minute and a half. Um, and I can still smell it. Excuse me. And he posts multiple times a day. And I think that people send him stuff or whatever, and so he'll just, talk about it. And so the one today that I saw was somebody did a post saying if you save a quarter a week, after 52 weeks, you'll have, it was like $10,000 and something. And he was like, this is why education is important. If you save a quarter a week, he says, only 52 weeks in a year. This is why education is important. And I was just like, you know what? Keep the cuckoo in the clock, baby. If you're not math smart, just like when I was trying to add up how many shades this was, like don't put yourself on blast like that. I'm just like, a quarter a week after a year, and they had the nerve to let that sink in. That ass wrong, but I think I'm gonna put that on my community tab if I remember. Oh, I feel it in my head. That's what it did last time, and then it stopped from that fragrance. I love Shula. He looks like Dual Hill to me. I don't know who that is. America's Got Talent. Like a quarter a day, but it still only adds up to $92 and change. Yup, $92.25 or $95.25. I remember it was 90 something and 25 cents. Hey, Dawn. I was just like, now we all know you stupid. But he don't put like who said what, you know what I'm saying, which is good. But he be saying some stuff. Somebody had posted about something and he was talking about it. And he has what they call protruding eyes. That's when your eyes just look really big. And he was saying something and he was like, and this person, blah, blah, blah. He said, look, I know I got big eyes. And then he like went like that and looked like they're gonna pop out his head. He's like, I know I got big eyes. Like, I ain't going front. He was like, just own what you got and stop trying to act like you don't have what you have. I was cracking up. Dion just tried the gentle reminder. Yeah, I did. Like Janice's dog. Thank you, Grace. I love you. You relinquish your number one crime. Oh, Dawn must have entered. Dawn must have entered the chat. All right, let's get to these swatches. All right, I got so much stuff to do, y'all. I didn't even start pulling out stuff to pack yet. All right. I'm not even going to bother with the shade names, which are on here, because it doesn't matter, because this palette does not exist anymore, except for people like Grace. Yo, and for all the times I'm like, I wish they would release this, and I was like, no fucking way. Like, is this in my hands? Because I didn't know she was sending it. But she texted me the day before and was like, did you get your package today? And I'm like, no. But then when I got it, I'm like, okay, that's why she was asking. So we're going to start up here. I don't know whether to... What we're going to do, you stopped and went home and splurged on an iced mocha. I don't like anything coffee. I like the smell of it, but taste-wise, Yeah, it is, Jan. It's almost instantaneous when Dawn enters the chat. I'm just going through the chat. Thank you, Janessa. She feels bad for me. Here's a little bonus since you're... Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Since you're going on your getaway later this week, have a good... Oh, thank you. Last year when I was there, Tanya said she doesn't do pumpkin. Where do you see a pumpkin? PSO season returns tomorrow. I don't know what... Oh, was that her beverage? No, iced mocha. That's not pumpkin. Pumpkin season. Thank you, Janessa. I remember from last year, because the conference every year is at the same place unless something happens with the venue. And I remember last year they had a salad with salmon, and the skin was on the salmon and it was crispy. I was just like, oh. And then my chosen family brother, me and him went and I ordered the same thing. And so I had it like twice during that week. It's always over Labor Day weekend. It starts actually Friday, but early, like day before socials is Thursday. But me and my chosen family sister, we go on Wednesdays just so we can just go unpack, just chill out. And then Thursday, go to whatever social things or just not and just hang out. Um, Thank you so much, Janessa. I appreciate that. You love salmon on sale. I love it when it has that crispy skin. Oh my God, it's so good. Almost bought that today. Got chicken instead for my Caesar. Yeah, and I have salmon in the freezer. Doesn't have one. The one that's not seasoned doesn't have skin on it. The one that's seasoned does have skin on it. You seriously want my heart supposed to put on? I mean, she really is. She really is. We were destined to be cool because I'm a troll and she a clown. Excuse me, hooker clown. She says hooker clown. She says. So we were destined to be friends. All right, let's get to swatching. So what I'm gonna do the gold looking shades, even though that's not gold, but we're gonna do all of these together just to see. Well, that's not gold. That one's not either. So we're gonna do the goldish shades first, and then we're gonna do this one next to that one, and this one next to this one. People's complaint was it was too many similar shades in here. And we know from Natasha, she does the same shade. One is warm tone, one is cool tone, because they were like all of these browns and neutrals, but they do show up different, and they are actually different. But that was one of the complaints was this one actually, some of these don't look touched at all. But like this one and maybe this one, they would say they're kind of the same, or this one and this one. But this one's a shimmer. This one is either a creamy matte or a cream to powder. So that was the complaint, was that some of the shades are the same. But every palette something is the same, unless you have like a 9-pan or a quad. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really think about it. Janessa Boy. No, that doesn't give you, doing a super chat doesn't go towards the count. I be itching my nose. Y'all like, girl, edit that out. I can't, it's a live stream. I can't do salmon, it's too fishy for, wow. Fish sticks person. Is that really fish though? Are the fish sticks really fish? There's a video on YouTube about chicken, like don't buy chicken sandwiches from these restaurants, and they were like, they did a deep dive into like it's not really all chicken, it might be some chicken, but then it's mixed with others. I was just like, oh, I watched that like a couple weeks ago, and I'm just like, damn. So they were like, so if your chicken is tasting different, like if you always get the same chicken sandwich and it's starting to taste different or the texture is different, they're like, because it's not the same. Like back in the day, chicken was chicken, but now because of all the scientific stuff and people trying to save money and all of that, and I was like, I was like, ooh, petition to bring back Natasha purple, blue. I never could understand like why a regular person would need all those purples and blues and all those greens and browns, unless they were like a pro MUA. Because I'm like, who? I just can't see it. And I do know some people that did purchase it, well, knew from YouTube that they purchased it, but I was just like, yeah, I was just like, I'm just looking at the chats. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, Janessa. And the packaging was white, and I'm like, wouldn't that get dirty really quick? Yeah, I do know. I just stuck my finger in something. Kelsey Beyond and J had purchased it, but I believe she did makeup professionally. Though I do think she did. Laugh out loud, like I don't. Oh, it does, Janessa? Oh, damn. We gave you 1,000 points for the super chat. It's the way to cheat me to the top. All right, so Tanya, so you know what you need to do. If you want #1 spot. Depending on the fish sticks. Did y'all see also on YouTube, shrimp is temporarily banned from coming into the United States. I forget what countries it is, because there was a high level of something in it that can cause cancer. I was like, what? And I do remember it was the Great Value Walmart brand, and they did a recall, and I'm like, oh shit, so glad I got mine from BJ's. But I was like, shit. Those were, yep, they were $239 when they came out. Just can't imagine what she's charging now. I don't think they're still available right now. Like, don't watch how dogs are made. They still taste good. I used to love Scrapple. And then one day I was in my 20s. I read the ingredients. I never ate Scrapple again. I was like, is this even food? And pork roll. I used to love me some pork roll. Cut thin slices, warm it up, put it on a potato bread bun with some mustard. I read the ingredients one day. I never looked back. I was like, nah. Don't ever watch how your favorite foods are made. Yeah. All right, let's get to these swatches. You really are doing. When you popped in the Graces, you was number one. She was like, hi, everybody, number one. I'm like, me and Janet been here talking. Like, why? It's a conspiracy. I did want that green brown palette because, yeah, you would use them though, Janessa. That's the thing. Because you do so many creative type looks. I'm glad I never broke down and bought it. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Not the Great Value brand from Walmart. They were recalled. And they did say what country they came from. So they're not accepting them anymore from that country until they get that together, whatever. The truth and shocks you enough you can't see these. Yeah, once you see it, it's just like, oh yes, customer bought shrimp back, then called the health department on it. What was Scrapple? It was mystery meat. You buy it, it comes in like a square pack. And you cut the package open, you slice it, and you pan fry it. Scrapple is a regional thing. I think it's all your super chat totals on so many channels. I don't know, but if so, that's a cheat. It should be for just whatever channel you're on, I think. All right, let's get to go. I'm going to take this one up here. Let me move my... Because I didn't spray as much as I did before, it's like I don't want to say suffering like I was before, but it's not as okay, let's see what this is doing. You have best. Yeah, keep the competition going, y'all. Thank you for the support. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn trying to hold that spot. You still at number 2. Well, Janessa just put in 20. So y'all making me think of Sandy now. Because she called it fishing when she would gift the membership. And if it went to somebody not here, she would gift another one, gift another one, gift another one. And she said that she was fishing, trying to get one that went to somebody in that chat that night. And I remember she used to do that every now and then. And yeah, y'all got me thinking about her now. And I have not heard back. And I told y'all I sent the letter, well, card, and I wrote in the card. Now I'm feeling sad. Because y'all can imagine what I'm thinking, right? And I don't want to think that. You'll still be number 1 in other chats. You funny. All right, so let's start with y'all. Thank you, Grace. I'm just like, how the hell? I don't think any of these are shifty, but we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to try to put all 5 of the goals right here. Yeah, I don't know, Dawn, because even when I would message her, like email or Instagram, like she'll reply back within a day. And it has been how many months? You know what I mean? So I try not to think about it because then I'm thinking the worst. But if you don't grow, make, hunt for your food, it's up in the air. What's in them? Labels are flashy. Anything can be put in it. Also depends on the percent it contains. It may not each be on the ingredient list. Absolutely. And even if you grow your own food, that can be hit or miss depending on where you're located. And I think I had mentioned before, like if you can say, okay, my stuff is organic, but if your farm is downwind from a farm that uses pesticides, whatever, that the wind is going to travel it onto your crops. And so that was one of the controversies with organic stuff when it first came out. Like, is it really organic though? Because if you're downwind, your stuff is not organic. But yeah, if you know, like you have your own little plot, yeah. This one channel, I'm not even going to read that. because I don't want to think about it. Because y'all know what I'm thinking already. And so, all right, so we're going to come over here. Well, actually, let's stay in this row. Yeah, try not to think about it because, of course, I think the worst, and then I get sad. And so when people were complaining, like it was too many similar shades in here, but they're the same people, right, who bought the gold palette back in the day. And they thought, oh, there's too many golds in here. There's too many browns in here. Excuse me? Excuse me? So these two are different. This one is more orangey, I think. To me, y'all know my eye thought deceived me a lot. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to put this down here. Oh, that looks yellow compared to... It looks the same as this one this way, but then when you turn... Okay, I'm going to come down here to this one. So just check out whatever colors in here you like. Just see what you have. Because for real, y'all, we got all the damn colors. The only ones we don't have would be multi-chromes and dual chromes. And I don't think there's any in here. But just like in general, we have all the damn shades. And all of these are different. And the thing with the gold palette, I never bought it, but then I bought golden. Make that make sense. Because I'm like, who needs 7 different gold shades? And they were like, well, they're different and it's different textures and this. And I'm like, what? But then I bought the gold palette. That I thought about throwing away, to be honest with you. Even after I put the star shades in there, because I don't really use it that much. And so I'm just like, but it's Natasha. So it's like, I don't want to throw it away. So we got 4. So this is the 5th one. So we're going to do this one. I may have missed it, but are you planning on doing a Metropolis palette series? Most likely. I'm going to take that as a request since you're a member lot. This one is close to this one, but they are different. But on the lid, would they still look the same? Chances are yes. And these two looking the same this way, put them side by side on my lid, they're going to show up the same. I may have missed it. Hey, T. There's no doubt about, and these are beautiful. And then I never use them. Yeah, because I thought about getting rid of golden, and I'm like, I'll keep it. So where are we now? So that's all the gold ones. We can do this one just for kicks. Just for kicks. Just for kicks. Do I have enough room? My big 5 head? Thank you, Fada. How are you this evening? We're going to just put this down here. This is more orange to me. I said that about the one up top. Looking here, it looks pinkish. But looking here, it is orangey. But that's this one, and it does lean a little orange. So they are different. And they will show up different on different people. They will pop. You can't buy it. Let me not even talk about what it's going to do. You got I Need a Warm. Actually, you just started just staring at it. I think I sold that one on Macari. Yeah, that one I didn't keep. Yeah, it was a beautiful palette. And part of it is her formula just works for me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get it. But yeah, I didn't keep that one. We are going to... Excuse me. I'm trying to see like what colors are similar to do next. We can do the browns. The tans and the browns. But it's only really just this tan and this one. So we're going to go ahead and do those. Because people were really like... Why get that palette all on repeat shades? But y'all see all of them are a little different. And that's not me justifying it. But because this palette had all of my different vibes in it, like I really did not care. And I used every shade in here numerous times. And so that one kind of blends into my skin tone. Where that? India has... perhaps found their niche. MIDI monochromatic palettes and minis. I would love for them to do something else similar to Soko Loco. That's what I would love. I've given up on indie. It's not dragging enough for me. Do you have Circle Loco, Janessa? But you know, I'm still waiting to see the full size of Gloom palette drop and make a liar out of me. Y'all already know. When that MIDI Gloom come out, I'm buying it. Period. Hands down. Even if it's no code, no sell. Full price. I'm gonna try and hold off and wait for sale, but y'all. But then, what when it comes out if it's dusty or whatever? So we did this one, so now we're going to come down to this one, which is showing up yellow on your side, but over here it's not showing up yellow. And so we're going to put that under, where is the first one? The first one is like my skin tone. I do have on a full face of makeup. So though these shades for me were good for like just blend out shades, transition shades, buff out shades type thing. You have Circle Loco, and I combine with some shades from another palette, from other palettes. Dreamy Pink, Teal, Green, Blue, and Purple palette, yeah. I love Xenon. A lot of people don't like it because a lot of people are stuck in their own little box. It is a grayscale palette. I did 5 looks with it as it was, and then I swapped out and put some retro glam shades in there. But I made myself do looks with it first because people were saying, I only got 2 looks out of this palette. I got 5. You just got to do different color placements, different techniques, different designs or whatever. And the first few looks I did was busted because it was like, let me just see what I can do kind of thing. But I really did like it. I really did, the way it was. It's no other. So we did this one and this one, which are almost non-shades. Those are those 2. We're going to stay with the tans and browns. This has a greenish gray tint to it. So we're going to come, I'm trying to keep together what looks like it might be similar, and I'm hoping that I don't confuse myself. We're going to do this row down here, even though this is not a brown or a tan. I'm going to put that under here. So that's that shade. This one looks like nothing, but we're going to do it just because we're in this row. And actually, we're going to just put that over here because it looks like nothing else in here to me. This one over here. And it does show up like almost as nothing. This would be a brow bone highlight shade for me. It's looking a little dusty, but I don't know if it's because of what's underneath it. Because this area has blush and highlighter under here. Yeah, that looks dusty. But I don't remember it being dusty when I used it. We're going to come down here to this one. This is a cream to powder. You can tell by how it picks up. So that's that shade. Yeah, some people were upset. Well, not upset, but they didn't like Xenon. I can only get 2 looks out of it. But what did you think when you saw it? If you're going to do your makeup the same way, the same technique every single time, same shadow placement every single time, then yeah, you're only gonna get like 2 looks out of it. I'm like, I got 5. Just play around and do something different. So I let it annoy me. We're gonna come up here and do this one because this is in the brown family. This is a cream to powder as well. We're gonna bring this up here. Thank you so much, Grace. That doesn't look orange in person, but then I guess it does. So you see what I'm saying? It didn't look like anything, and now that I'm swatching them, like you see the marks in it. Like most of these, I don't even think she swatched them. We're gonna come over here to this one. This is a creamy matte. Cream to powders are the ones you can more so see when you put your brush in it, where the creamy matte is just regular. And what side is that on? Oh, here we go. So I'm wondering, like, if they're just regular mattes and she just says creamy mattes to make it seem like it's something different. Oh, that's pretty. That's a nice shade. Actually, I like all the shades. We're going to come down here to this one. So we're kind of sticking to the orangey brown shades. I'm going to put that here. This is a transition shade for me. Skinny Queen in the house. When you walked into a swatch party, girlfriend, you have to like a grayscale palette. You have to like grays, and 2 of the blacks in there have a blue base to it, and it may or may not be noticeable looking at it online. But the 3 that look black, like 2 of them are blue based. So it's only one that's actually even described as just a black. So where are we? Let's just do this one for kicks since we're in this row. Let's put this here. So this is what people were complaining about. Because if you just look at like these three and these, it's like, girl. But then people buy all nude, neutral palettes all the time, but then they complain about this. I'm just like, make up your mind. But then people always, I think some just want to have something to say. I think we did do this one. I think we did, because I see a mark in there. And we did the browns. I don't know if we did this one, because that doesn't look like anything is in there. Did I swatch that one? Let's swatch this one, because I don't know if I did or didn't, but it doesn't look like, now it looks like it. This is a creamy matte. So we're going to put that here. That's a nice shade. This seems to have a green base to it, unless it's all the stuff I have on my face. That looks like a green brown to me. That's this shade. Yeah, it does. It didn't at first until I don't even think she swatched all of these shades. Like, I really don't. I'm just like, damn. But thank you. Because she knows how much I love this palette. She knows how much I loved it. Let's do this one because it's kind of grayish. And so you see when I just did that, how it made that mark. And when you look at most of these, it ain't nothing in there. So I'm just like, she really was just like holding on to this to give it to me at the perfect time in my life. So that's that one. So that has a green base to it too. That was this one. We're going to come up here to this green. I really love this palette. Oh my gosh, look, y'all, this is grunge right here. This one, this, that. Let's see. Did I do that shade? I don't know. I'm sure I did, but I don't know. So we're just going to put that down here. No, I didn't do that one. Excuse me for shaking you. I don't think we did that one. I don't even know which one it was now. But yeah, it's not really looking too much like these over here. Okay. So I think it's just, yeah, we did this row. So it's just really these two and this one, I think. And that was when I was thinking like how to swatch them. I'm like, I'm going to forget something. I'm going to forget something. My fingers are cramping up. Have you paired the Gentry Minder? She's asking. Yeah, don't be asking me that question. Gentry Minder and Tarte Deco. I can't remember if you did a video or not. That's your current obsession. We're going to take this green. This is a, I want to say this is a creamy matte. I mean a cream to powder. But it's not a matte. Let's come down here. Y'all, this shade. Then we're going to come up here with this blue. Whoop. Let's put it down here. Look at these, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so pretty. Make sure I'm not missing comments, because sometimes Yep, I sure it was. Unless somebody just posted that. Remember I told you I got rainbow palette. If you replace all the colored shadows with different shades of tan. Excuse me. That's why the rainbow palette looked like when I opened it. Oh, I remember you said that. I was just like, oh, that was, they lied? Not that I recall. It says grace. I was putting it more with warm, sweet gourmand, fragrances. Not fruity fragrances. But it can smell nice together. Okay, we're going to do these 3 dark shades. We want to do this one. This is definitely a cream to powder. This is definitely a cream to powder. I'm going to put this down here. Look at that. The complaint with summer cream to powder is the one you got right now. That's what it looked like. Oh, like these right here. The complaint with the cream to powder is when you blend it, they would say it blends away. For me, it ain't never blend away. And so you see me blending it and it's not blending away. They would say it would blend away. So I would say, well, if it blends away, go ahead and blend it and then pack it where you want it. And so you do see it is getting lighter down here, like as I continue bringing it down. But how much, but look how much blending I got to do. So I'm like, what the hell are y'all complaining about? Look at this. You see all this that I'm doing though? And also a lot of people, well, the videos I saw, they were using, my eyes are burning, they were using a fluffy brush. A fluffy brush is automatically going to move the shadow different than a shader brush. So I think that might have been the other thing about it. And no, I'm not trying to justify, but I'm just like, the problems people was complaining about, I never had those problems, but then we know different things work for different people. So this was one of the complaints, is when you blend it, it blends away. But y'all see how rich it is. So even when it blends down, it's still a nice color. And my thing is, okay, if it, which one was that? Oh shit. I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember which one it was, because I was going to go back in and pat it where I wanted it. I don't remember which one it was. It looks like the green. Was it the... Shit. Let's just see. Yeah. No, that wasn't it. That was not it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. But that was one of the main complaints. Oh, it just blends away to nothing. How much blending are you doing? Because if you don't want this boldness up here, yeah, then blend it down to that, but you're still going to have color. I don't know where I'm at with this. That might have been this one. Let's see. Yeah. Because it does look more blue in here, but then it's like a green. Yeah, that was the one. So what I was saying is, I would say, okay, if you're saying it's blending and nothing, then just go back and just pat it where you want it. You see this? And so I'm like, so what are you complaining about? Go ahead and blend it. Keep the edges blended. Like you see how it's blended here? And just pack more where you want it. So what's the problem? What's the problem? See what I'm saying? So if you have a shadow and you feel like it blends away to nothing, go ahead and blend it and then pack it where you want it. Because you see the edges are still blended, but then you have this dark patch where you just added more. Just tap it on. And you already have your blend. All right, so now we're really gonna do this one. My eyes are burning. We're gonna put this over here. Y'all, this, oh my gosh. This is a creamy, no, this is a cream to powder. And we're gonna come over here to this blue. I wanted to keep the blues in the same place. That's why I put green up here and blue down here, but then I forgot what I was doing. Was that a blue? Yo, I'm so confused. Yeah, that was the blue. And then we got one more, this blue up here. I feel like we did that. And I knew I was going to get mixed up. Not just going straight across or straight down. Is that that shade? Oh no. Let's see. No, that's not that shade. I was wondering if it was that one, but it's not. It's a little bit lighter. Maybe it is the same shade. Is this the same shade? I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is the same shade. Okay. So these are the greens and the blues that they were saying they show up the same. And I'm like, well, me, they don't show up the same. Because we clearly see the bluish green, like the deep forest green. And you clearly see blue, you clearly see green. You clearly see green, you clearly see blue. See blue. So I don't know what people was talking about. But mine's burning. Yasmin came running because he was concerned. Oh, let me back up. You got your new liner today and it kept skipping. And so I was in my mirror crying, oh no, and yelled, why do it keep doing that? Oh, and your husband came running, he was up there, he was concerned. No, that is so sad. That sucks for a liner. What brand was it? So we know not to get that one. So these are, this is Metropolis Ballet. So you see what I was saying? My eyes are burning. Like for real. So you see how I got some little grunge up here. And I would mix those, because for grunge, I would use this one, this shade, that. Maybe I'll, you know what? Let me show y'all. Let me just do all the ones that I would do for grunge. So you can see what I'm talking about. Ooh, a chunk. These are the shades I would use for a grunge look. Oh, damn. I dropped it and it didn't fall into the bag. I love this palette, and I'm going to love it again. I'm going to love it again. So these are the shades I would use to do a grungy look. And this just gives it like a dark or a bright pop. But look at that. So I had my grunge palette. Had my neutral nudes like these right here. If you want to go ethereal or a one and done, you have all these golds to choose from, and put one of these two, or one of these two, like for your outer corner, or for a liner. If you want bold, you got this, and that one. This red is kind of an outlier. I mean, it works, but it's like, where do you put that with this? But it does work. And so, and that's why I loved it, because I can do, you know, a bold look using these shades. I can do the grungy look with these shades. If I wanted to just say stay basic, like super basic, just do this right here. And not that you can, they don't make it. But I'm just saying, there was a lot of options in this palette for me. And I used every single shade numerous times. I freaking loved it. Just making sure I'm not missing. Excuse me. Oh, a hiccup in the belch. Go, girl. So this is Metropolis. And this is what it looks like. And again, for any shadow, if you feel like you're over blending and it's like, okay, where to go, leave the blend and just pack in the sensor. And you already have your blend there, so you don't have to worry about blending all over again. So that's a tidbit on that. Thank you so much, Grace. This, I don't think we'll get to this until maybe I don't want to say the end of September, but maybe the end of September, because we just started our dual chrome, multi-chrome, Notoriously Morbid video series, pairing that with other stuff and or with itself. And I will say now, I know the majority, yeah, it was perfect. And you were there when I opened it, right, Jen? I kept saying, no fucking way. And I wasn't even holding it up. I'm just like, no fucking way. Y'all were probably like, what is she talking about? Because I was just like, no fucking way. Like, where the hell did this come from? And I can say all the shades are good. All the shades are good. I'm just like, damn, thank you, Grace. Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eyeliner. Oh, gosh. All right, nobody buy the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eyeliner. And you did shake it up before you used it, right? I'm sure you did. Stay away from her. She's a skipper. She's lacking commitment. I'm still just like, I'm looking at it just like, I can't, oof. I don't want to say I can't believe it, but I'm just like, I really have this in my hand. You did, and I figured you did, because you're not new to makeup where you wouldn't know to do that. So I just started that series. Oh, what I was going to say is, I know the majority vote was pair Notoriously Morbid with the Pride palette. That thing is too big to travel with. So, and that is the reason why. So for the conference, I am taking Notoriously Morbid with Notoriously Morbid, just for spatial reasons, because the Pride palette is huge. And I did write out palettes to pair. I think I'm taking enough to do looks for 4 days, which means, okay, do a look every day. So that's 8 palettes. Yeah, the Pride one, that's just huge. Because I take a carry-on and I take a backpack, and both be full. And I do have a face to do, yeah, staring at a ghost. I'm still just looking at it like, am I dreaming? Like, is this really in my hand? And then I look at my face like, yeah, it is in your hand, and it's all over your face. And so I know for sure that it's really here. But part of me is just like, still does not believe in it. um, and that is the reason. It's just because spatial reasons. Not taking that one, but we'll see. Today I use is Fall Y'all with my MAC BOP work palette. So that's the eye look that we did, and then we put glitter stuff on for the collab. But I'm still just sitting here like, thank you so much, Grace. That was perfect. Like that. And this is what I told people about when you get gifts for somebody, or if you have something you want to give to somebody. Don't try not to purchase gifts based on what you like and that you hope they will like it. Pay attention to what they wear, what they like, the things they say, and that's what you get. And for me, when I shop for gifts, or even if I'm not, I'll see something and it'll just scream somebody's name to me. And I'm like, okay, that's theirs, and I'll get it. When I send it, they're like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. How did you know? You know what I mean? But a lot of people give me stuff that they just hope I like, and I end up never liking it. And if it's makeup stuff, it always ends up in the trash. And so I'm just like, if you just listen to what I say, or pay attention to what I wear, you know what I'm saying? Right? Right? But anyway, yeah, so that's that. I was going to say something else, and I don't remember. So it might be the end of September by the time we get to it, because y'all know too, I always wait to do the swatches, and I did want to dig into it, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just stick to my routine, do the swatch party, even though it's not available anymore. And then, knock out the looks. But it will be a while before we get to it, a few weeks. But so if you're into the neutral stuff, here you go. If you're into the grunge, there you go. And the thing is, I think most of us are pretty seasoned in our makeup journey, where we know what we like, we know what we want, and so we tend to just get those things. But if you come across a palette that has like all of this stuff, you come across a palette that has all of this, just be like, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. And it is, a good deal. And I think that's the allure to some of the rainbow palettes, because it has all the stuffs in it. But my husband just watched me drop my phone down the stairs, and so I looked at him and said, keep walking and mind your business. Are you serious? Why are you, was it an accident? Did you drop it by accident, or you just dropped it on purpose? You got to get ready for that. Okay, Alexandra, we're going to wrap up because I need to eat lunch. And I need to at least figure out what I'm going to pack clothes-wise out of my closet. But you funny, skinny queen. Thank you, everybody. Let me see. Lap does content here on YouTube. Make sure you check her out. Janet does stuff on Instagram. Check her out. Janessa, she's on here and on Instagram, and she has her webpage. Make sure you check her out, and her links, everybody's links to what they do, as far as I know, are in the description box of their videos. Janet, put your Instagram link in the chat if it'll let you. I don't know if I have it where you can put links or not, but see if that works. We know Grace has 2 channels now, her regular channel, makeup and fragrance, and then she has a separate channel, Fashion with Joe Beauty 87. That's her fashion channel. So if you like fashion, check that out over there, or just watch the support. And Grace also has a membership like I do as well, and we know we support our people. So I'm looking to see who else does what. I think that's all of us. That Tanya once in a while does YouTube stuff. She also does, she more so does community tab posts, it seems like, but make sure y'all check those out. Dawn, coming soon. She's going to be doing at least shorts. I'm still going through the chat, making sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, so everybody support everybody. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dawn. Thank you so much for the super chat, Janessa. Yes, I think that's everybody. I'm still just scrolling, making sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, so let's make. Oh, Michelle. Michelle does videos here on YouTube, and she is also on Instagram, so make sure you check her out. Trying to see who else. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay, I went all the way to the top. All right, so we're going to go. Thank y'all for being here. Dawn about to start her channel. Yeah, I told, because at first for a while I kept saying, embarrassed. Why? Because you dropped the phone? You know how much stuff I drop every day? You have Doula Pride coming up this week, so I have been doing laundry, and I have to start packing for the end of the week. My chosen family sister, she's like, yeah, she said, I'm packed already, and I'm like, I ain't even pulled stuff out of my closet yet. and I don't even know what I'm gonna wear to the formal dinner. The formal dinner is weird because the conference is for like in the leather community, right? And so a lot of people wear their leathers, the vest, the hats, the boots, all that stuff, right? And for the formal dinner, it's weird because the men get away with jeans and leather boots and a leather vest, t-shirt, real basic, right? And that's how it is in the real world. A man will have on jeans, a t-shirt, and sneakers, and his girlfriend will have on a blouse and pretty pants and high heels. And I'm just like, that don't even look right. Like y'all, I always found it weird that the fashion was like that. That women do all this stuff, but the men just be basic. But anyway, so the men, the leather boots, leather vests. If they have a leather hat, they wear that. But it seemed like the women who dressed up, it looked like they were going to the prom. It would be like the big, like slimline upper part, and then like the fluffy. You know what I'm gonna say? It's sort of like Janessa's dresses, the ones that's real fluffy and airy, like below the waist or at the waist and below. And I'm just like, is this a leather formal dinner? Like, but they look like they going to prom. Like seriously, and I do not understand it. And so I had told my last year I wore a black kilt and a black corset, a black leather corset. That's a nice outfit, but it's very noticeable. So I said I'm not going to take that again this year. That don't look correct. Like, why am I the only one dressing up? Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird because the women who dressed up look like they were going to prom, and I'm just like, and it's a formal dinner. Like, it's not. It's just strange. But anyway, my chosen family sister, she's very fashionable. I'm not, so I'm just like, I don't know what to. And she's like Grace, like she'll layer stuff. I don't have that skill. But yeah, I need to start pulling out stuff to pack, because what I do is I pull out stuff and put it on my love seat, and then when it comes to pack, then everything's there. If you are looking for a reason to wear a floofy dress, better take what you can. And I don't even have no floofy dresses. I'm just like, I don't understand. And then the men just be basic, so like I don't understand that either. It's like if you go to the wedding and the bride has on a gown and the dude is in jeans and a t-shirt. Like, it don't even, I don't know. But we're going to go because I'm just babbling at this point. Thank you, y'all, for being here. Thank you, replay crew. I hope that this tidbit teaching moment helps somebody. And I finally stopped tasting glitter on my teeth. This is loose glitter on my lipstick. But yeah, so we have all the colors. We have all the colors. So just dupe out if it's something that you like. Or, yeah. So we're going to go. Replay crew, thank you. Y'all that are here, thank you so much. We do have lives scheduled out. I think we have like at least 5 more scheduled out, and we're doing some of the member requests. We have all the members' requests that I'm aware of that I didn't miss. Those are scheduled out. If I miss one, feel free to leave me a post on that or send me a message or something. But we're seriously going to go. I need to eat. You try to layer your clothing once, and I ended up looking like a Michelin man. You are funny. All right, y'all. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. Bye, everybody. And thanks again, Grace. This is a wonderful gift. Bye, y'all. You'll see me soon.